Hey everybody, I just wanted to update everybody on our Tokyo trip from a week and a half ago, as I haven't been able to do it yet since we got back. It's just been crazy. We've been very busy the last week and a half, so I wanted to update you guys on the trip that we had and share some of our video and everything else. It was a lot of fun. We took a flight out of Naha, out of Okinawa here. To mainland, it was like a 2.5 hour flight, but it was a little bit more exhausting than we thought it would be. Just thinking, oh, it'll be 2.5 hours. But the trip to the airport, getting on the plane, getting through not customs, but getting through all the security and everything, getting on the plane, getting off the plane, getting on the train into downtown Tokyo, was a little more than we had anticipated. I would say. But the Skyliner, which is the train we took from Narita Airport, which is a little bit further outside of Tokyo than the main international airport. It was only about like a 35 minute train ride in, but it was just added a little bit more, and it was a little tough on us. But we stayed in Shinjuku, and Shinjuku is one of those more busy areas of Tokyo, and it was pretty cool to get in there. And we had an Airbnb that was fairly nice, a little more cramped than the pictures always make it look, but it is Tokyo, so no big surprises there. And we took the trains all over the city. It was a lot of. I enjoyed the trains. My wife and kids did not so much love the trains. I guess that they thought they were boring, or they were always asking when are we getting off, when's the next stop, what are we doing. But I enjoyed it. I like not having the stress of driving a car, and so I really liked the trains. That was pretty great. We got there on Thanksgiving. We had a sukiyaki dinner, which is like a hot pot, and it was delicious. And then we took the kids back to the Airbnb, and then me and Shayna went and wandered around a little area called Golden Gai. Golden Gai is one of those like classic looking little streets with all the little tiny bars, and there's bars on top of bars, and you're walking up narrow stairways to get into these little tiny seats, and like there's like 6 seats in a bar, and that's it. And like you drink and you're done, you get out and you go, and it was pretty cool. But that was our first night there. And then we went the next day, Saturday. We went to Saturday. No, we went to no, it was Friday. We went to Tokyo Disney Sea. At Disney Sea, it was a really nice park. It was really well designed. It had some really cool features that I haven't seen anywhere else. Some castles and just different things that were really cool. And it was a lot bigger, and it kind of stretched back a lot further than I thought it would. I got a little bit lost on the way to Tokyo Disney Sea. Not really lost. I accidentally got on the express train, so it skipped our spot, and we had to come back a few stations, but it was fine. Didn't add too much to our day. But Tokyo Disney Sea is cool. It has this giant volcano that erupts every, hour, I would say. I don't know how often, but probably on the hour, every hour, I'd say. But we went on a couple rides. We went on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. We went and saw a Christmas boat show in this big lake that they have in the center of Tokyo Disney Sea. All these towers were surrounding it and pirate ships, and it was a lot of fun to climb around and just explore. There was a lot of little nooks and crannies you could get into. It kind of reminded me of Tom Sawyer's Island when I was a kid at Disneyland. You could run around on that little island and just find all kinds of little things. It was a lot of fun. We went on the Peter Pan ride. Me and Clark went on a Mayan style roller coaster, which was like a 2-hour wait for like a 30-second ride, so kind of a letdown. Even Clark was like, no, it wasn't really that great. And I was like, no, I agree. But so the rides were okay, but the atmosphere was good. The food was pretty good. They had popcorn. I know that sounds like just popcorn, but everywhere you go, there was a different flavor of popcorn, and our favorite is now Japanese curry popcorn, because Japanese curry is my new favorite food. It is amazing. And they put it on popcorn, and it was delicious. And they had white chocolate popcorn and caramel popcorn and all kinds of salt and pepper popcorn, just all kinds of popcorns you could try around the park. People were walking around with these big popcorn totes. It was cute. So we did that. That was a long day. We came back home. The next day we went to Team Labs, which was probably the highlight of our trip. Team Labs. Team Labs was really cool. There's two different Team Labs. I think this one was called Borderless, and there's this whole water area and lights areas and just like interactive areas that Mara got to make her own little snake, and it like went around the room and it like ate lizards and like it could get eaten. It was kind of like the circle of life, I guess. It was what it was supposed to represent, and your creature could thrive and grow and multiply and get more and more of them. And there was like probably like 6 or 7 of them at one point. So Shayna and Mara drew some of those, and there's like, it's so interactive, and it was so pretty. And there was, we were walking through these water features. Like water goes up to your knees, and there's just like lights and that look like koi fish swimming around you. And there's just so many wild and wacky things. It was it was really cool, and I highly recommend it to anybody who goes. So that was really good. We went to Shibuya after that, Shibuya Crossing. We went to a deck, it's like an observation area in one of the really big malls and buildings right near it. It was on like the 7th floor or the 9th floor, I can't remember, but it was like an all-you-can-eat little buffet. Grant, there wasn't really food. It was mostly just like nuts and chips and soda, and you could just kind of we kind of had lunch there and just looked at it over the plaza. Shibuya Crossing, watched people in the thousands and thousands cross for, we had like an hour at this little place. And we were just watching them cross back and forth. And then we went down and crossed it, of course, because you had to. We went down Basketball Street a little bit. And then we walked over to Meiji Jingu Temple. Very cool sight to see. I got my Goshuin Show, which is, you can get these books, and they will write, they will put stamps whenever you go to certain temples around Japan. Kind of like a memory. It's really cool, and it's all the kanji is all done by hand, and it's really neat the way they do it. So it was very, very nice to go see the temple. It was very pretty. We got lost in the park on the way to it, so that added on a lot of frustration to me, but otherwise it was a pretty cool time. After that, we went to Akihabara just to check it out. You got to check out, Electric Town. Got Clark a couple little anime trinkets, and walked around and had some dinner, and it was a good time. And then we stayed. That was our last night. We left the next morning. It was fun. Like on the way out though, as we were going back to the Skyliner to go out to Narita, we just kind of walked around outside this little early morning market that was opening up, and that was very cool. We were just looking for some snacks or something to eat, but yeah, we eventually, I think we just got something from Family Mart inside the train station. So yeah, that was our trip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will update you hopefully at the end of this month. I do have a job now. I'm starting next week, so hopefully that doesn't put any hindrance on my ability to put these out. I don't think it will, but we'll see. So take care, and I'll see you guys soon.